Hi friends, today I would like to teach you the Java Complete Beginner course. In this course, you will learn from the beginner, from zero to hero. Let's start. So, in this video, I would like to explain about some of the things what the Java developer need and how we gonna start. So, if you know I'm using Eclipse to sorry, I'm using not Eclipse, I'm using IntelliJ to make this program. So if you guys know how to use IntelliJ, go ahead and use. If not, I will make another video how to download, how to use IntelliJ from zero to hero. So now we are here, so I'm making, this is my first project. So I going into the source file, clicking into Java class, making a class. I'm doing my first app. So in Java program, this is a public, this is a class, this is class is a keyword, and a public it's a modifier, so everyone can access it. And this is the name of this class. So everything goes inside the curly braces. So Java has open curly braces and closed curly braces. So everything we have to write inside the curly braces. So um, first in Java, everything, in order to execute, we have to have a method that is called main method. So everyone knows, most programmers uses hello world. So let's say I'm gonna write something here. First we have to have a method, main method, public, static. Public is a modifier, I will come back and explain it to you guys. And static is a keyword, it's a word we will cover later. And void, void means it does not return, it's a return type. Void means it does not return anything. So void means there is no return value. Okay guys, now the main is the name of the this method. So now we have to have a string. So and open square bracket, then args, args. Again inside method we have open braces and closed braces. So the arguments to this method must be given an array of strings, and the array will be called args. So let's do, see here, this is a opening braces of this method, and this is a closed braces of this method. In this method I would like to print a statement. Let's say, so we have a shortcut here, SOUT, and enter. It would automatically gives us system.out.println. So we will discuss about everything later. What is system? This says print to this is a print statement, right? And the out, this says print to the standard output, defaults to the command line. So let's do some text. So let's say my first teacher for Java was Professor Draper. So everything goes, this text goes inside the double quotes. This is called a string. So what we want to print. So every statement in Java ends with semicolon. So make sense. Guys, if you have any questions, please ask me. Don't worry about memorizing anything right now. We will cover everything slowly. So in Java, everything goes in a class, and you will type your source code file with Java a dot extension, something, the file name dot extension, Java extension, then compile into a new class file with a class, for suppose example Java something dot class extension. When you run your program, you are really running a class. So see, let's run this code. So it's building, it's taking time. So it says my first teacher for Java was a Professor Draper. So this is a string that I printed. In Java, whatever we see in the code, first everything we need is a main class and main method. If these two things every programmer need. So I just printed my first teacher for Java was a Professor Draper. So when we save everything in Java, the file name and class name must be matched. It should match each other. So my first app.java is my first app. This is the file name and the class name should come match together. And also we send that information to the compiler. Compile, when we compile, it runs, it execute the program. So I will teach you later about what is compiler and when we use compiler and where it goes from compiler to JVM, the Java Virtual Machine, what it does. I will teach later. So let's start with something about how can we create some variables or something so that we can quickly understand what we are teaching here. So statements means declarations, assignments, method calls, etc. For suppose, let's talk about some variables. Int x is equal to 5. So here int is a data type. So int is a data type, x is the variable name. So we are assigning to 5. So here the is equal to means assigning into 5 variable. So we are storing 5 into x variable. What is a variable? So simply variable is called a container. Variable is simply called a container. So let's do something more. So we just printed here. So let's print this one. So print x. What does it print? So see. So it printed 5. Guys, you see. So it printed 5. So in this video, and also I will show you some more variables. This is int. How many data types we have? We will discuss all these things. This is for fun we are doing now. So I will teach you everything, how many data types we have and how can we learn better. So I will teach you from the basic to hero. Become a hero. You will be hero. Let's say stri string, then I'm declaring a variable called name equal to Winnie. So because in Java everything, when you make something wrong or if you forget to add a semicolon end of the statement, it will show you an error. So now I am going to print the variable, the string variable name. What it prints if you print like this? It prints Winnie. See guys, you saw how it prints. So make sure that understand everything. If you have any doubts, ask me. I will teach you in the next video. Just comment. So now we are assigning here x is equal to 5. Now I'm multiplying here one thing. So what it does, if we have any questions like what this variable do, let's say I'm putting x is equal to x time 17. So what does it print? So let's print here system dot out dot println here. So because this is a statement, when you want to print something you have to have a statement. So here I am putting x is, then adding the x. So and if I want to do something like do double d equal to math dot random. So this is just a comment. Let's see what it prints, because we didn't store anything here. Just print x is 85. How x is 85, guys? How come x is 85? Did you guys think? So it says x is 85. So here plus x. So x is plus x. So what it prints? Why it's 85? So you have to think really why this statement prints here. So int x is equal to this one, int x is equal to 5. X is int x is equal to 5, right? So if you see here reassign local variable, so int x is equal to 5, then x is equal to 5 times 17. So now we are reassigned x is equal to 5 to, now x is equal to x times 17, then x stores 5 times 17, which is 85. So when you want to double the value you have to use this one. Right now I just want to see this one, this variable, this data type. So I will talk about this later. Right now I'm commenting. So when you comment something using double slashes, it does forward slashes, the compiler, it does not read, so it won't print anything. So this is you are doing something. What if you want to do something again and again? Do something again and again. If you want to do something again and again, what you gonna do? There are two things for now you have to understand. It will help us to do again and again anything. Let's say that's called loops. There are for and while. For now I'm going to give a quick explanation about for loop and while loop. Friends, just remember one thing. For loop means if you know how many times you can execute, you can run, you can iterate, you can use the for loop. But if you do not know how many times to run your program, run your code, you have to use while loop. So let's say I'm gonna give you some examples here. While x greater than 12, then we are opening and closing bracket. So now remember that this is a condition. So inside while loop it's a condition, x greater than 12, then we are giving assigning x is equal to x minus 1. So now see, this is a while loop, friends. Now I'm doing one more loop. So I am doing for loop for int I is equal to 0 and I less than 10, I equal to I plus 1. Now I'm printing this. So SOUT, I will explain, guys, don't worry what I'm trying to say here. So I'm printing I is now I. So I'm printing I is now. So let's see what it execute. So I will teach you everything. So we didn't print here anything. So from here I'm just saying if I equal to 0, then it comes to the condition I less than 10. What is I? 0 less than 10? Yes. I is now, what is I? 0. It prints 0. Then it adds, then it goes here I equal to I plus 1 and 0 plus 1 1. Then it comes to the condition, it checks in the condition 1 less than or 10. Yes, 1 is now 1. So giving a space. So here, so you may not understand now while and for loop and while loop. So I didn't print here anything, I just wanted to show you. So here it checks every time if I is equal to 0, then checks the condition or 0 less than 10. Yeah, which is 10 less than 0, right? 0 less than 10 or 10 less than 0? 0 less than 10. So it prints every time. So we are concatenating two things I will talk about later. So I is now 9 until it will 9, because if I increase up to 10, then 10 less than 10, no, it's false. Once it's false, it stop running your code. So this is called do something again and again. Okay, it's just for fun, guys. I'm so showing this one. Next, do something under this condition, under this condition. So we say branching if else test. I will show you how it works. So let's say I'm giving a condition here, guys. I'm again telling you, don't worry about this all. I will go later, I will explain everything step by step, and you will get everything soon. So now if I'm giving, so for assigning means you're assigning to something, means you have to use is equal to. But when you are using if else statements, you have to use double equal. So I'm putting double equal. X is equal means, so x now equal to 10, that means x is equal to 10, same like. Now every this is a condition, right? I'm giving open and curly braces. So in this condition I am printing something called, so say, when do we use conditions? I will teach everything, okay? Just be patient with me. I will teach everything. So here I am saying x must be 10. So say what did I say? X must be 10. So you have if statement. So now I am writing else. What is else means? Else means else does not have a open closed brackets. It's just have a statement. It doesn't have a statement condition. Here we are printing SOUT saying x is not 10. X is not 10. Makes sense, guys? If x is 10, it will print the first statement. If it's not, it will print the second statement. So this is for this. So now we have to come out of this loop else statement. I'm writing one more if statement. If x less than 3, if x less than 3, I'm using end statement. Name dot equals. So when do we use dot equals? When we use a strings. So string means, I already said string means sequence of characters. So here I'm using Winnie. Make sure that you have to close when you open. Now you have to, let's check why do we have an error here. If x less than 3, you have one more bracket. So now it's working because we had one more extra bracket. Now x less than 3 and name dot equals to Winnie, we are going to print system dot out println, printing gently. Okay, now I'm writing here after the statement condition, I'm writing SOUT system dot out println. This, I'm just saying this line runs no matter what. Okay guys, this line runs no matter what. Let's execute this. See, this line runs no matter what, but this is not, whatever it happen it runs. But why didn't run the code? So we will learn everything. Okay guys, here, so we are putting if x is equal to 10, x must be 10. If it's 10, if not, then this. But it's, we have one more if statement, x less than 3 and name dot equals to Winnie. What is this? This and this. If this and this, it prints gentle. But system dot out println, this line runs no matter what. It's because x is equal to 10, x must be 10. So we didn't print. So the x is not 10. So this is not the condition. This is not the conditions. This is the one. So let's see. So syntax, each statement must end in a semicolon. A single line comment begins with the 2 forward slashes. When you have this won't disturb us. The Java does not read this. So most white spaces does not matter. If you have a space here, when you declare here, even if you give a space like this, it does not matter the white spaces, it still prints 85. So guys, see, variable variables are declared with a name and a type. So this is a type int, it's a data type, so this is a variable name. So we will learn this all upcoming topics. So here type is int, so variable x. And one more thing here, if you see here, classes and methods must be defined within a pair of curly braces in Java. Thank you guys, this is the first lesson. I hope you like it, but make sure to subscribe